Not a lot of report on him. Looks like a sidewinder, a little bit of a slinger. I call it a low 3/4 delivery. I imagine he's got a pretty good changeup.
1-1 to Austin Meadows.
Get back in this game, even if they just get one run across, it's kind of a moral victory.
In the air to center for Christian Pache. There's the Oakland starting defense.
Over to first base, they have good hands typically, can pick balls in the dirt. And it's just a matter of working on their footwork and where they're supposed to be, getting familiar.
Inside to Javier Baez, and it's 1-1. Really hard, though, just has not been rewarded for it. That's been kind of the story of the Tigers' early season. Your weakest hit, if you will, all at over 105, was the double. That's a fair ball, and bounces off the glove of Kevin Smith. Baez is aboard with one away. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Hoping that hitters might give up on it. But he's definitely a guy that's going to depend on command, and so far it looks like he's spraying it a little bit.
Did he hold up? No, he went.
I think so, yeah.
Chops it toward third on the charge. Smith. Only one play, and it's at first base. Baez moves up to second with 2 away.
About this.
Takes one high, and it's collecting his 3,000th hit this year. In there for a strike, and he talked of how important it was.
He didn't have a lot to say, but he was very appreciative, and that was totally felt by the folks in attendance.
2-1, 23rd against Colorado. In there for a strike, the count's even.
Teams, that's one of their traits. Score early.
Struck him out. Tigers leave a man and
like knowing that he got the call up to the big league level.
Sunday was really exciting when Mr. McClendon and Joe. So that day it was just a feeling of a goal.
Really settle in for you and his dad.
I think Sunday night when we realized, oh my gosh, it's really happening. I mean, you know, you'd think about it. I think that night when we realized, oh gosh, we're going to have to travel with the grandparents, which is a job in and of itself.
With both of his grandpas a few minutes ago and grandmas as well. For those that may not know, obviously Joey was a fabulous high school pitcher. His senior year, didn't give up a single earned run.
Football, basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, we tried it all. And as he got older, you kind of let some of them go. And probably baseball, he was always a decent player, you know. It was early high school and playing really competitive basketball, more than baseball. It was sort of like, I really think you should maybe think about the baseball a little bit more. And by his junior year, there was some kids from USA Baseball, and yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. Well, it's a blessing to have you guys here, and I know today's such a special day, and for the grandparents, for the brother, for you, and all the family and friends here. It's about 50.
My husband has friends all over the country, and some of his good friends came in from Philly and Cincy and just down the road in Toledo.
Shep, back upstairs.
Always love hearing from the parents.
Yeah, that's cool.
Special. Castro pops it up right side. It's Tony Kemp taking charge. 2 up, 2 down here in the second. Mom's got to be just, would guess. Here's Spencer Torkelson. He and his crew have been through the exact same thing that Joey Wentz is going through tonight. Torkelson 1-1 to Torkelson. That's a high strike. Inside, it's even. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out up top. A 1-2.
Pretty good. I mean, you don't want this guy getting into any kind of groove. His fastball, changing ball up and away, down and in. He's hitting that glove pretty consistently.
16 pitches in the first for Logue. to right field. Laureano drifting back, still trying to judge it, and finally does and makes the catch. First pitch line to left, rather, and dropping in front of Chad Pinder. And the Tigers center fielder gets the second hit for the Tigers.
Run the ball in, then away.
Shift is on against Austin Meadows. Takes one on the outside corner. Outside 1-1. You asked Meadows hard the other day in game 1 in the 9th inning. It went to right center field. He thought it was gone. Oakland right fielder Ramon Laureano thought it was gone as well. 2-1 to Meadows. It's a half swing. Now 2-2.
Now you see the right.
2-2 on its way. Swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts now for Zach Logue.
Well, this is.
Takes one high and away. 1-0. In there for a strike to make it. Four-seamer in. Strikes out Baez. And the Tigers stranded. Oakland has won 2 of the first 3. Jamer Candelario leads off the Tigers' 4th in its
Bottom of 4th.
It is a very strange statistic because the Tigers don't see the A's very often, but Oakland is. Oh, inside 2-1. 2, and it goes to the hat of the pitcher. But we have seen sometimes, many a times, where they're just not on the same page. They're not getting the proper signal. Yeah, there you go.
He's going to give him a fastball here, a 3-1 count.
Popped it up right side. Kemp calls for it. And he takes strike 1.
Oakland people today, I said, is that accurate? And he said, well, he's probably weighs a little more. And looking at him physically, I'm sure he's spot on.
Adrian Martinez yesterday for Oakland, who got the win in game 2, and now Zach Logue here for the Athletics, acquired in trades and looking good. Cabrera down the right field line. That's drifting foul.
A member of the Morris household, there could be some fibbing about that ball.
It's a jam job that'll drop into center field. Miguel Cabrera now sits by himself. Number 30th all struck out his first time up.
Trying to overthrow a little.
He's allowed just 3 singles on the night. That's fouled back.
Yeah, need a little baby steps. Positive. Keep the wheel moving.
That'll reach the seats. Lifted to left field. Pinder is back. Plenty of room. He's got it.
All things kind of go together, and you know, Willie and Harold both have that tough role, quite honestly, that extra man that has, and they have to try to stay sharp. It's not an easy position to be in. He's having some good swings. You see his timing right there, spot on.
Yeah, admitted last year it was not a good year for him. Fouls another one back. That after the shortened 20. Waiting for the power to come. He's waiting on an 0-2 as well. Strikes out to end the inning.
Set start. His command has been impeccable. He is changing speeds well. But Shep, I can't bats, especially on fastballs. I don't think we should allow teams to come in here and think that they can.
That type of problem for them.
Well, there's a couple of things that happen, Shep. A lot of times guys go up there looking for all speed pitches. And then you throw that fastball and you're late on it just because you're sitting soft. I want the ball to be put out in play in front, and I just don't see enough of that.
Yeah, and if I could, I'm not sure you ever felt this way in your playing days either, but I don't remember the entire team seem to be struggling at the same time.
Well, no, I've been there, and I think what happens is not that they're trying to do too much, Chef. You got to let it fly.
Can
and I
you
don't
simplify
see
it pitch to pitch? I mean, for pitchers, that's as simple as we can get, right?
Well, I'd like to believe it is, but it's being checked, but it's not. It's a 10 if you're great, right? The hardest thing to do is to get yourself in a good hitting position. I like that swing right there.
I do too. It's a drive up against the wall. Derek Hill is 2 for 2 tonight. He's got a 2-out double here in the 5th.
Simo, he's hit 2 fastballs, middle half in.
I can't wait to see this.
And it's quick. It's real quick.
But look at this. And he's working down and through the baseball. So he's just making an adjustment, and that's what every hitter has to do.
Just differently. He set up an RBI chance for Austin Meadows. Drives one right field out of line, though, and Laureano was right there. Tigers threaten, fail to score. Oakland's up 7 as we head to the 6th. Craig Monroe stays with us here on Valley Sports. Still been able to do some things that I think a lot of people gave up on, and yet he continues to prove people wrong, doesn't he?
He absolutely does. He can hit. There's no question about that. He's at 20 years old. For 20 years, you've been just getting her done.
Baez quickly behind 0-2.
See, what do you say? Maybe everybody's feeling that
I
way.
think they are. I think they are. Run. Candy led the world in ML with doubles with 42. So you need those guys to be who they are.
Murphy's got room and retires Baez. You ever been on a team that
what he's doing, your head's down because you don't feel good about what you're doing. You don't feel like you're helping the team. And it's
that way. We collectively were all fighting through it. Too many guys were trying to do too much. And I remember sitting, and we both sat down over a cold beverage and reevaluated things.
Candelario in the air to left field.
Bottom line is we've all had to relax, Shep, and we did. Stay within yourself. What does that mean? Well, bottom line is you got to go back and reflect on what was going right when you were doing. Don't laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
And we both started playing better, and the whole team started playing better.
Down the right field line off the bat of Miguel Cabrera, and that ball is fair. Turns the corner. He's got a couple of hits. A 2-out single here.
I want to remind our viewers that within a big league season, okay, so
right.
As much as we're talking about hitting, you got to get going offensively. You want to get to the fastballs, and we know we're talking about. There was a shortened spring training. They did not get the 80 at bats, 90 at bats that you get in spring training.
Not gotten off to a very good start that particular year. And Roger comes up to me. You have enough starts left. You got to take them one at a time. And quite honestly, that's as simple as it can be. Things turned around. Just because of a little confidence builds.
Nice play by speed pitch, and he is out there for the 7th, Jack.
Yeah, great command. No walks at all. Like you said, that general area, and you know that he's dialed in.
Tigers have had a man in score 5 for 9 in the series. Pops it up. Tony Kemp immediately calls for it. And he's got it. Takes one inside, 1-0. Sharply to third. Kevin Smith is there. Calmly handles Torkelson. 2 up and 2 down. So far, it's a career high for him.
Yeah.
Outside. In his 5 innings, the long ball gave up a couple of bombs. Outside 2-0 to Barnhart.
Away without giving up a run. Going to be happy with himself. Coaching staff will be saying, hey, way to go, kid. You're starting next.
He went 5 1/3 scoreless innings. And now Logue here tonight. Once to left and once to center. A chopper up the middle. Good range by Andrews. Tigers go 1-2-3 for just the 2nd time.